Take a moment now to step away from the world. Step away from memories, to-do lists, even your history, and enter a space of sacred silence. Close your eyes now and just feel that silence permeate your being. You are not this body of flesh and bone and vessels, but this silent, sacred energy that is the soul. Allow yourself to sink deeper as you enter a deep, deep stillness that massages your being. And now gently open your eyes halfway and notice how you are still in this sacred space, but it's as if you're looking out the windows of the eye, looking out from deep inside the body. You can see your cheeks, your legs, the body that surrounds you. You can see the scene in front of you as you peer from this deep space of silence and observe the physical world. It's as if you are in the world of matter, watching it, but from a deep sanctuary of silence inside. And from this space of the soul, as you see, there's no need to label or think about what you see. No need to figure out what you are seeing. You just observe. You notice the beauty in front of you, but you stay rooted to that deep silence beyond the sound of even a thought. No need to have a commentary. It's as if you are in the world of matter and form and color and sights and sounds, but untouched by it. You are deep inside in the sanctuary of silence. Now imagine that you let go of the world of matter. You rise above the world of sights and sounds. You rise above gravity. And you feel yourself as the soul without a body. Silent. Weightless. Full of vitality and energy. You see and feel yourself as just pure light. Completely free and high above the world. Expansive, full of energy. This is the real you, the soul that exists beyond the costume of the body, beyond the world of matter. savor this feeling of weightlessness and silence. And then, having tasted the experience of just being pure light beyond the world, re-enter it with a new perspective. Re-enter it refreshed, silenced, renewed. And come back to that same space, and though you see the world around you, the sights and sounds around you, notice how you feel absorbed in the silence of your being. In the world of matter, but not made of it. In the world of matter, but untouched by it. Take a walk back now, back to your daily life, back to the roles you play on a daily basis, and know that by entering this silence regularly, you renew your spirit.
I see before me the globe of the world. I allow my heart and soul to become unlimited. And I tune into the state of my world. My world is crying out for peace. Especially the many souls who are enduring war or natural calamity. My world is desperate for joy. Especially those who are suffering from disease or emotional trauma. My world is crying out for love. Especially those who are experiencing loss, conflict, or loneliness. For so many, our world is no longer a place of peace and love. Our quality of life is diminished under the influence of inappropriate values and selfish actions. I look upon my world with mercy and compassion. And I create a pure wish for the world to be healed. With my strength of spirit, I send to the world the light and energy of peace. With my loving heart, I surround my world with loving feelings and good wishes. with the conviction of pure values, I create a sincere wish for us all to live and work together in a loving community, living in the highest spiritual values of respect and cooperation. With my generous heart and pure spirit, I unite with the divine presence and love of God. Together, we bless our world. I sense God's peace and love passing through me and caressing the world, nurturing every soul, so that they can restore their own purity, peace, and power. In my mind, I see a joyful world, a world full of peace and love. A world without sorrow, where there is only the exchange of love and respect. I believe in the possibility of such a world. Our world will once again shine with grace. I recognize that I play a part in bringing this world into being. I keep love and respect shining in my heart always. Peace and truth in my spirit forever.
Soul consciousness. Whatever we choose to place in our consciousness is going to filter out into our attitudes, our vision, our behavior, and ultimately into the world we create around us. Your life is based upon the consciousness in which you choose to live. As we learn to raise our consciousness, every other part of our lives necessarily is impacted. Generally in the world today, we live in a state of label consciousness, material consciousness, body consciousness. And this leads to the generation of difficult emotions, waste thoughts, negative thoughts, and the conflicts and difficulties that arise as a result. It is endless and it is impossible to find solutions to difficulties unless our consciousness rises. To be in soul consciousness enables me to find solutions both to my own personal relationship with myself, also in my relationships with others. Let us explore the power of the soul conscious state. I reflect upon some of the deepest aspects of life with myself. There are two main things which are the foundation of the human life experience. One is the strength of my spirit, and two is my outlook, the way I see life. When I see myself as a soul, when I am soul conscious, both my inner strength, the strength of my spirit, increases, and also the way I see life goes to another angle. In soul consciousness, we can improve, elevate the 5 main relationships we have in life. And so I ask myself in silent meditation, when I see myself as a soul, as a spiritual being, how does this impact my relationship with myself? And I can see that it leads me to greater self-esteem. I begin to accept myself as I am. I stop fighting, struggling with my own self. I embrace my own self. And then I choose to allow the best self within me to emerge. I talk positively to myself. I encourage myself. I coach myself to reach for the highest within me. Let me look at the second relationship, and that is my relationship with my body. I, the soul, I understand my body is an amazing machine. My body is an instrument, a vehicle that I use in this world to express myself. I must take care of this body. I must respect this body. But at the same time, I also know that I am not this body. The name, the age, the appearance, the race, the gender of this body is not mine. It belongs to the body, but I am not this physical body. I am the spiritual energy which resides within this body. And thirdly, let me ask myself, when I am soul conscious, how does this impact my relationships with other people? And I can see, when I see myself as a soul, my self-esteem is high, and when I relate to others as souls, I can also develop a very natural love and detachment in my relationships with them. There is no need to compare. There is no need to compete. I am who I am, and I allow others to be who they are. And this energy of respect creates harmony in my relationships with others. And fourthly, let me reflect upon my relationship with the One Supreme, God, the Divine Being. And as a soul, I am aware, I, the soul, I am a child of the Supreme Soul. Just as the Supreme is remembered as the ocean of peace, the ocean of light, the ocean of love, the ocean of joy, I, the soul, I too am joyful, peaceful, loveful, like the parent, as is the child. So my relationship with the Supreme goes to a very close and intimate level when I consider myself to be a soul. And fifthly, I ask myself, how does soul consciousness impact my relationship with the world? Yes, I know the world is fast-moving, lots of changes. Perhaps I see some things I don't like, but there is no need for anger. There is no need for irritation. I understand the context of the world. I understand the world is passing through a particularly dark age. But I also know it hasn't always been like this. And instead of experiencing negative emotions about the world or the people in the world, let me choose to send peace, good wishes, and healing energy to the world. In this way, I become useful to others and to the world and all life in the world. to live in a state of soul consciousness enables me to purify the energies of my spirit, to raise my spirit to the divine level which is within me, and to use that in my daily life.
Come into the light, why don't you? Come into the light, why don't you? Come on now, come into the light. Where do I go with all these memories and all these bags filled up with shame? And how should I feel when you call me an angel and dress me in a crown of gold? And what should I do when tears of sorrow just won't stay inside these eyes? You say, come into the light, why don't you? Come into the light, why don't you? Come on now, come into the light. What should I do when a gentle-handed reaches out to take my own? And how should I feel when tears of joy, they just won't stay inside these eyes? And what will I do when I start to love you and really trust and know